Support from the NetGain Centre. What next on this, Trudy?
Well, the next, obviously, basically, once you, everybody's filling their enrolment form. So, with those forms, we send them to you, Jane.
Keep a copy.
Keep a copy, send them to you, and then they will get a delegate number, ID number.
Yes.
Which will then enable you
to log into the system.
Yeah. So that should happen very quickly.
Yeah.
Once you have enrolled and you get your login number, then you are officially a NetGain member. And then you can start to draw on the support that we can give, as well as the support that you get through being a NetGain member. The next major step really is to arrange the time of the next workshop, which is what we call this technology fair. Now, I have got Richard Smedley from Most who will come to that, and he will demonstrate the open source software, which is almost having got to this stage where we're actually saying what's it going to cost, or when we're talking at this point where we're talking about numbers, how many users of this, therefore about licenses and the cost of licenses. Then one route that people might consider is this open source software, which is license free. So potentially, if you might have a lot of users and might need a lot of licenses, it might be a route that you might wish to take. It seems to be being promoted quite a lot by the ICT Hub, and as I understand it, it's something that is, I think Shropshire County Council is going over to the next couple of years, and something that is coming in, and it's becoming more accessible and user-friendly, as I understand it, and more usable with people who use Microsoft systems. These are all the questions that we asked him when we met with him. But he will come to that next workshop, so you'll be able to ask him any amount of questions. He'll also demonstrate it. And perhaps if you've started to get through your plan and have got to the point where you're thinking, this is what we want and what options have I got, that could be the right point at which to consider that as well. Because there'll be access to possibly other
we've got some demonstrations that we'll supply for that day as well.
And I think we will also try to organise for our tech support, which we'll get through at North Shropshire College, and we'll organise for one of their technicians to be available on that day, so that you can ask something simpler. But I don't think there's any point in doing that technology workshop until people have actually gone through these processes. So we've got to be realistic about how long people think it's going to take them.
But what we'd like to see you do is to attempt each of the steps, even that complicated decision tree one for one process, so that you have an insight, maybe not into your whole organisation, but into a bit of it, one of those key connections perhaps that we did earlier. So one thing you prioritise as being important, one bit of a project, one thing you know needs a solution. So if you can spend an hour or an hour and a half a week for the next 5 weeks, Malcolm's already got some of his step one done, and you saw that wasn't that hard to do if you were focused and trying to get some buy-in. Obviously, if you're going to start involving trustees and you're trying to get dates in their diary, and so what you actually may end up doing is doing this for real but not quite for real, just so you're getting the feel of it, because this is not just for now, this is not just for NetGain, this is trying to give you tools that you can use in the future. And you might decide, yes, I like that one, no, I didn't like that one, actually I know what I want to do now, so I can go straight to step 5 for all the things I think of in the future, and maybe I'll go back to step 4 and do this, I'm thinking it gets difficult. So, it's about learning how to use these different tools and seeing which ones are useful and how you respond, your staff respond to them, and what will help you. So I think if you try that, try and give it an hour a week, an hour and a half a week for the next 5 weeks, then we'll be in a position for you to get some benefit out of the workshop too.
Are you talking about workshop 2 doing a half day or a whole day?
I think it's up to you, but we didn't imagine a whole day.
No.
We imagined something that was maybe a morning up to lunch, or a period that took in lunch, or an evening period, so that people could maybe book a clinic, a half an hour with somebody if they were stuck.
Yes.
That maybe we would have some of these discussions around somebody who volunteered to show their step 5 and get some feedback from their peers on it, and that there would be freer time when people could go around and see all the demonstrations in their own time, and so that it would be looser, if you like. So you may be open all day, but some people might come just for an hour or 2 hours. It's much looser, the workshop too, because by that time you'll have taken on more than